Hi guys, welcome back to Shenanigans and More. This is your host Psycho Alex, and this is Shenanigans and More. But since some of you guys over there on Instagram been making fun of me and how I welcome all, I'm gonna say sup. Just kidding. I was just looking at myself with this image right here. For those of you who don't know or haven't noticed, I dyed my hair again. I couldn't live with a normal life, you guys. I could not live with a regular black color. I needed color in my life, and even though I wear really colorful stuff to work, I just needed some color in my life and my hair again, and I couldn't stay away from the colors. So we'll see what I'm gonna be cooking up for the rest of the hair for the rest of the year, as we go and as it fades. It is so damn hot in sunny California. I work in an office, but I've been stuck inside with the AC. But then as soon as you step outside, it gets crazy. It's hot. It's annoying. It's so sticky. Californians are not used to it. At least not, Southern California. But recently I did post a short on YouTube in regards to I don't even know where to look. The camera's like right there. In regards to your 30s, and if there was anything or something that you feared or that you fear about turning 30, and if there was something about turning 30 that you were actually looking forward to. And I let you guys in a little bit on what I feared and what I was so worried about when I was turning 30. The funniest thing is, I came to the conclusion, and I just turned 30, and I was fine. But I'll tell you guys more about it as I go throughout the episode. I just went and asked my friends if there was anything they feared, or if there was anything that they were looking forward to in regards to turning 30, and here's what I got. A 35-year-old said, I feared success because it would mean that I have to dedicate everything to that, and not just my family, and not be able to dedicate the time and the effort to my family. A 36-year-old said, no, not really. Not much I feared about any age. Not much I fear about any age. Age is all in the mind. So, okay, Mr. Sensei. I was trying to look for a word. 41-year-old. No, not really. I had a party and basically no one showed up except my wife at the time and my band's drummer. Tell me why I identify with this so much. I for my 30th birthday, I think I told you guys last year, it was a little devastating. I had planned all these things for girls' night, and I went to Costco and bought wine and the little plates that come with meat and crackers and all the fancy stuff. I wanted to be fancy for my dirty 30s. And my sister-in-law, shout out, she made me dick chocolates, a little shaped as a dick. And and then none of the girls showed up. Except her, my mom, and one of the girls that was one of my friends that was helping me do my hair that day. And yeah. And so I ended up having to call people last minute, yo, you want to hang out? I have a bunch of food and snacks and wine, and we can just kick it. And it was only dudes, and the dudes showed up. So moral of the story, fuck having girlfriends. Just kidding. But no, not really. I'd rather have guy friends. They show up, man. And then he was looking forward to more wisdom, and then he says that that's something that he believes he comes with age. So a 30-year-old, a mother of two, honestly, being fit again and having liberty. My parents still think that they can tell me what to do, and I'm married with kids. So sorry to tell you, but I don't think your parents are ever gonna get it that you're not the little girl anymore. But good luck. And it looks something looking forward to is possibly finding a job, which she does now, and having a bigger place, and that's the new goal now that she has her job and all that good stuff, right? Um, 25. Not necessarily fear. I do sometimes get worried when I think about how I will be at that age, because everything is so unpredictable. But I feel like overall it's a feeling of life. I always feel behind. My mom believes in the American social standards that by 30 I should have a house, I should own a house, with all of these expectations. Now I try to try not to tie goals to any age with my accomplishments. I rather focus on small goals and short term, and that's definitely something that I can agree and attest to and support and be full on. You got this, girl. Because it's so unfair. I feel like mostly. Well, I'm just gonna continue. I'm gonna continue because my opinion. That was 25. 26. I thought having my shit together, my shenanigans together, by the time I was 30, but now mother of two, I know that is not true. I think that I pushed that shit to my 50s. Good luck. It's not impossible, dude. You can still totally do it. I'm just gonna, be a little harder. 31, I was worried because I felt like I was behind on everything. Family, home, work, career, goals, and stuff like that. 32, I feared it and overcame it. Had to accept it. My boobs sagging. Just a little, but yeah. She had to accept it, and she did, and her boobs sagged a little, but it's okay, that does come with age and body changes and stuff. But in all honesty, seeing my parents get older, and hormonal adult acne, that doesn't help, and good luck. Looking forward to not having the same mentality as I was when I was younger, working hard to play hard. I knew getting older meant understanding things differently. But one of my favorite things is to eat desserts before dinner. Buy what I want because I didn't get to have that luxury when I was a kid. I can definitely agree to having dessert before dinner or having dessert for dinner. I've done that recently because I'm a fucking adult, you guys. Like, I get to do that. Why not? Who's gonna tell me no? My mother? Maybe. But she doesn't have to know. 29. No, I've been hearing 30s are your prime. Looking forward to seeing where I will be at in my career, being established, getting to know myself at a deeper level. If my 20s were building a foundation, exploring, my 30s will be building on top of that and everything that I have created. Props, bro. 29, dude. Yeah. Some of us were not there at 29. So good luck. 35. I was afraid that turning 30 was going to make me older or age faster, but I'll be 35 this year and I don't look my age, so I'm good. You covered. 31. Being broke. That's all I got. But no, he meant, he said looking forward to being married with kids, stable life. It hasn't happened, at least not yet, but we're working on it. So, back to the being broke. He was talking about, like, excuse me. By the way, there was a getting over COVID, after effects or whatever the fuck they're called. But being broke, this has been brought up to my attention, on a different topic and a different, idea, but still his idea is like that fear of not having enough And I think that the more that I've been studying recently or reading and like just going over with friends about the psychology behind that and stuff like that, like they're all just like fears or things that like we grow up with or that we see our parents, and we definitely don't want to be that person or our parents at whatever age, you know, or whatever time that you think that that's a thing. But being broke, I personally took it as a correct me if I'm wrong, but being broke to me in that aspect was to reach 30 and like be at the age, like my friend said, at your prime, where you should have everything, you know, at a certain level, and then being broke and not having a place, or you know, couch surfing or something at being 30. um but I feel like definitely society wise they put so much pressure on like certain age or certain goals and certain things, like you should be, you should have it figured out by now. But life doesn't work like that, right? Not always. um 35. Not being where I should be. I feared not being where I should be in life. Having a stable career, job, making enough money again to move out and stay independent. I was driving a shitty car and lived with my mom and achieved it all by 2017 once he set that goal for that. Then looking forward, not really. No one really teaches you what to look forward to in your 30s. I've been discovering that all on my own. And I think that's true. I think that, well, I have 30, going, 13 going on 30, 30. 13 going on 30 was like my, like looking forward to. Like, honestly, like I feel like her, you know, she, like in the movie, Jennifer Garner really, looked like she had her shit together, looked like she had her apartment, she had her guy or whichever guy she wanted, or the fiance or whatever, and like she was making money, she was doing shit, but she was making money, you know, like she really had it together, and she really was like fit and had everything she needed and everything she ever wanted. And that's kind of what I thought I would be like at 30 or look forward to. um 29, tiredness, just being tired because of my body getting tired easier because of the age. That's just a little bit. It's a really short episode today, guys. But as I mentioned to you guys before on my short, to me, getting to the age of being 30 was definitely a goal. I wanted to reach the age to be 30 and to be alive. In the years before that, I had lost a friend who didn't make it to his 30s in a motorcycle accident, and I love you. But you know, life is not, it's not, what is it called? It's not set. It's not guaranteed. And I was definitely looking forward to turning 30 and being flirty and being confident or feeling self-assured and everything. But I also feared like all the societal worries, you know, like having a house, having a husband, which is like what you walk into every time you go to Thanksgiving dinner with your family, or having a boyfriend, to the very least, right? And in 2019, when I was 29, I gave it all up. I was gonna get married. I was gonna have kids. I was gonna have a home, run the house, have a husband, and I gave it all up for good reasons. I still think and I still stand by it. 2 years later, I'm still single, and life, you know. But at turning 30 in 2020, turning 30 during the pandemic, I had lost my job because of the pandemic. I had given up my fiance, a relationship of 3 years, and I felt like I was starting over. I didn't really want to date, even though I was still kind of dating. I was trying to figure out myself. My like literally my world was falling apart. Um, I would cry in the car before coming inside the house, before my mom can see me, or before I can tell my sibling, that I was sad or anything. Like, I still got to talk to him and tell him, things here and there, but it's a lot. It's a lot to go through, and to think like I'm about to reach this 30 and this goal and this like life point where you're supposed to have your shit together. And according to who? That's the thing that I want to ask. And I kept asking all of my friends who I asked, like, according to who is it that at 30 we have to have this? And I at that point, I feel like I associated my life with Failure to Launch. Who has seen that old ass movie? With Matthew McConaughey and Jessica, whatever her name is it Jessica? The girl from Sex and the City. I'm sorry, she's awesome, but I forgot her name. And just feeling like I'm back at home with my mom, and instead of like moving out on my own like I had lived before, and I had no fiance, I had no boyfriend, I had to start all over. I didn't have the baby that she keeps bitching about. I had no job. I didn't know what the hell. Well, 2020. Was it 2020? Yeah. I didn't have a job. In 2020, I think. Yeah, 2020, I didn't have a job. I had applied and everything, but I was unemployed, and I was just home, and I was depressed, and I was upset, and I was just like dealing with all these emotions and like feeling like a complete failure. Definitely not where I wanted to be. I went to a college prep school, you guys, and I made it to 2 universities, but because of unfortunate events here and there, economic issues, single mom, and all this other crap that are too much to share, I didn't get to go. So I started going to community college, and then I had to quit that as well. So I carried all of that with me up until like turning 30, and I felt like a complete failure at 30, and it's been a long way. It's not easy. It could be that you are like my cousin, who is looking forward to his life and looking forward to the whatever he's gonna build now after he set that foundation, which is awesome job, dude. Awesome props. And I'm sure you have had your own struggles and your own fears and your own like challenges, and I'm glad you have faced them, and that's awesome. But life's a bee, and it's okay if you're not at 30 or 35, with your own home, owning your own home, and if you've had to start all over, just think about it. It's a clean slate. You get to start all over, and that's what I ended up having to do. I ended up having to give myself that like wake up call, or that that pep talk, really. Just like, it's just a chance to start all over. It's just a chance to do better, to choose what you want, have new goals, have new motivations. Turning 30, it's just a number in reality, but you have now the maturity experience, the maturity and the experience of like certain things. Now you get to know. Now you know what not to do. Now you know which way to choose, or that if you take the risk, you can have a backup plan, or that if you take that leap, you are gonna be fine, because there's nowhere you can go lower than the ground. And if you're already at the ground, then you just have a chance to build up. And that's kind of what I had to give myself. You know, I had to give myself that pep talk. And I'm still working on it. I'm not saying I'm ready and I'm fantastic and the world is at the palm of my hand. It's not. But, you know, like, every new view I see, every new subscriber I see only makes me feel like more happy to do this for you guys, or more motivated to stay on and to talk about all this nonsense and shenanigans. And, you know, I may not the whole I may not know exactly what the hell I'm telling you guys, but because I don't have I need to start applying the disclaimer on here or on the description. I have no psychology degree or anything like that, even if that's what I wanted to do. But I just want to share my personal experiences and the experiences that my friends have shared with me, and that we can all kind of just sit in this forum and know that if you are not where you want to be at 30 or at 35, then, you know, there's other people that are going through the same thing, especially us millennials, that we're screwed, that we have so much crap, that and whether older people or new people, younger people, new generations wanted to tell us that we're just crybabies, or we just complain a lot, or that it, you know, there's solutions, or people who have succeeded can tell you like all this stuff. Like, if we were to actually like look and take a look at like just what's the word, just the numbers of like suicide, the numbers of attention span, the numbers of depression, the numbers of it's with social media, like what that is doing and causing to all of us, and the expectations and the envies that we have from each other, thinking that our lives are so perfect because Instagram says so, or all of our social medias that say so. Like, let's just be real. Like, be okay with who you are and be real with yourself. Like, you don't have to be real with people on Instagram if you don't want to. But I'm always telling you guys, every time that I post something, I'm always telling you guys, if you think that my life is so pink and perfect and put together, believe me, it's not. It is not. And that's why every time I have an episode and I get to catch up with you guys, I tell you, life has me caught up, and life has me this, and life has me that, because it's true. It's not easy. We have stuff, things happen, you know, and we can only do the best we can, you know. You can have an impossible situation, but like, life, and we do the best we can, and we can always look for the bright side of things, or we can try to be better and do better. But you cannot defeat yourself overthinking that you are behind, like most of my lady comments, or most of my guy comments that were concerned or were worried about being behind. And behind who? Behind what? Like, you're not running a race with anyone else but yourself. So just do good by you. As long as you make yourself happy, you can have 10 cats or 10 dogs, and those are your children. And if that makes you happy, then fucking social standards and norms and who should be and where we should be, and if we have a house or if we don't have a house. With the prices in California, who the hell's gonna have a house? You have to be a billionaire. But yeah, you guys, that has been my experience in turning 30 and starting all over, and it was a beautiful challenge. I am totally 100% grateful of all the tears, of all the sleepless nights, of the heartbreak, the pain, the body aches, the slaps in the faces that I had to give myself to get out of it and to wake up and to do better and to be better for me, by me, and to be better for my life. And turning 30 shouldn't be scary, because while it may be just a number, it's just a new opportunity. Every year that you turn a new age, it's just a new year, a new opportunity for you to do better for you, for you to do better by you, by your children, by your wife, by your family if you want to, but most importantly by you. Like, you're awesome and you're good where you're at. Your progress is your own progress. Okay? If you guys have any other comments or anything else to share, let me know. And I'll be on Instagram for messages, but I'm not really on there anymore. Again, I'm trying to stay away from social media. But I'm only gonna post you guys new episodes, new things, and whatever's happening. And yeah, toodles. Let me know what you guys think about the hair.